Alright, so this is part 2 of factoring. This is when a is the leading coefficient is bigger than 1. I just gave that to you because I figured you'd like it. Okay, so it's back to this whole idea of noise C in the basement. Alright, so you got to remember that a times c, and that's from the standard form. A times the c goes up top, b in the bottom. You think of two numbers that multiply each other to give you the top number and add up to give you the bottom. Now, there's a couple instances where it doesn't work out perfectly, but you just have to kind of change some stuff and you'll see what happens. So we're going to still do this whole AC thing. So A is 2, B is 9, and C is 9. I would start off looking to see if there's anything in common. There's not, so you have to kind of move on. You do the same thing. You're going to go no 8 times C. 2 times 9 is 18. Basement 9, it goes on the bottom. Okay. Two numbers that multiply each other give you 18 but add up to 9. Well, let's think. 18 is 18 times 1. There's also, what is that? 9 times 2, 6 times 3, and I think that's it. So the only ones that add up to 9 are 6 and 3. So 6 and 3. And again, you could put them in any order. But if you try that out, it won't work out. What you have to remember is this one last thing, okay? Big idea here. I'll do it in a different color. You just got to divide, right? Divide by that leading coefficient. So take each of your answers, and my leading coefficient's 2, so I divide and I divide. 3 halves is 3 halves. That can't be simplified, but 6 over 2 simplifies to 3 over 1. How do I use this information? All right, watch this. And again, I'm not perfectly sure how this works, but it just works. So 1, that means I'm going to have 1x and a positive 3. Over here, I'm going to have 2x and a positive 3. And that's it. That's my factor form. And you say, lies! What are you talking about? Well, all right, fine. I'll prove it to you. 2x plus 3, x plus 3. Let's see if this works. 2x times x is 2x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 2x times 3 is 6x. And 3 times 3 is 9. So the first one, 2x squared. These two combine. And then the last one's 9. Ta-da! That's the original one you came up with, so therefore I know that this is the correct answer. You say, Say what? Yeah, I know. Alright, let's try another one. I'll just make it up. Not really. I'm looking at a book. 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. Alright, so here we go. A is 3, B is negative 2, C is negative 8. No AC. This times this is negative 24. And a negative 2 on the bottom. Alright, two numbers that multiply each other. They probably have to be close to one another because they're only 2 spots away. Just to save some time, it's negative 6 and positive 4. Okay, and that multiplies there and adds here. However, I need to remember divide by the leading coefficient. Before it was 1, so it didn't really change anything, but this time it's 3's. Now, 4/3 cannot simplify any further, but this guy over here can turn into negative 2 over 1. So my answer should be 1x, you don't have to put the 1 there, but I'm just writing it, minus 2 times 3x plus 4. And that helps out. Again, I'll prove it to you, super quick style. Here, I won't make you watch me. Ta-da! Technology. Anyway, yeah, so I went in and did that, and I double checked that, yeah, sure enough, that is the original equation that we came up with. All right. There's one other one when there's a negative up front. Shall we? We shall. Let's do it. Let's just change this one to switch all the signs here. So I won't make you do it, but if you actually did this, it won't work out. Oh! Yeah, no kidding, right? But what you can do is just divide out that negative. Divide out a negative. That means take out a negative, negative 1, and then change all the signs. All right, and then you do all your factoring like we did before. I used the same question as before. You're going to end up with the, the x minus the 2 and the 3x plus the 4, and then you got to remember that you took out this negative to begin with. So all you got to do is put a negative out front. That's the only difference. So anyway, I hope that helps. I know that helped me so much, saving so much time. Yeah, so we'll see what happens.